Welcome to Oracle of Confidence. Most people fear AI as a threat, but here's the counterintuitive truth. AI isn't your enemy, it's revealing your actual superpower. According to McKinsey's 2024 Global AI Survey, 70% of companies using AI strategically report competitive advantage within 12 months. Yet 68% of workers feel threatened by automation. Here's what they're missing. AI doesn't eliminate human value. It eliminates repetitive tasks. What emerges? Your irreplaceable creativity, intuition, and emotional intelligence. The question isn't, will AI replace me? It's, will I master AI before it masters my industry? Let's explore how. Recent research from Stanford's AI Index 2024 reveals a striking pattern. Companies that view AI as augmentation rather than replacement see 3.2 times higher employee engagement and 2.8 times faster innovation cycles. Organizations led by executives who actively upskilled their teams gained $1.2 trillion in market value collectively. The data is clear. AI knowledge isn't optional anymore. It's your competitive edge. Meet Ethan, a 42-year-old product manager at a Fortune 500 tech firm. 2 years ago, he watched ChatGPT launch and felt that familiar cold dread wash over him. This is it, he thought. My career is finished. His team of 15 junior analysts suddenly seemed vulnerable. The automation anxiety consumed him. Sleepless nights, constant news scrolling about AI disruption. Imagining a future where his expertise meant nothing. His manager suggested he either adapt or step aside. You know that feeling, right? That suffocating moment when the world shifts beneath your feet? Ethan's first attempt? He ignored it completely. It's just hype, he reasoned. Real work requires human judgment. He doubled down on traditional skills, deeper spreadsheet analysis, more detailed reports, granular project management. For 6 months, he outworked everyone. But here's what happened. His team's velocity stalled. Fresh hires were shipping features faster using AI-assisted coding. His manager noticed. Other teams were delivering twice the output with the same headcount. Research from the National Bureau of Economic Research shows workers who resist AI adoption experience 18% slower career advancement. Ethan learned this lesson the hard way. Avoiding the problem doesn't make it disappear. Desperate, Ethan then tried the opposite extreme. He became an AI devotee overnight. We'll automate everything, he declared to his team. He replaced human-led brainstorming with ChatGPT prompts. Strategy sessions became algorithm outputs. Within 3 months, team morale collapsed. Why? Because he'd solved the wrong problem. His team didn't need replacement. They needed amplification. A Harvard Business Review study on AI implementation failures found that 63% of failed deployments happened when organizations treated AI as a substitute instead of a collaborator. The emotional fallout was real. His team felt devalued. Creativity evaporated. Institutional knowledge walked out the door. The breakthrough came when Ethan realized his deepest fear was misplaced. He wasn't afraid of AI. He was afraid of irrelevance. This fear went deeper than job security. It was about identity, purpose, and meaning. He'd built his entire self-worth on being the data expert. What if someone, or something, could do data analysis faster? Then who was he? This psychological insight shifted everything. The real threat wasn't AI replacing him. It was him refusing to evolve. Neuroscience research from the MIT Media Lab shows that people who view change as a threat experience 5 times higher stress and 40% lower creative output. Those who view change as an opportunity, they report 82% higher engagement and 3.1 times faster skill acquisition. Ethan was choosing stress over growth. That moment of recognition that this wasn't about AI at all, but about his willingness to transform, became his inflection point. Everything shifted when Ethan asked a different question. What if I treated AI like a collaborator instead of a competitor? That single reframe changed everything. He attended his first AI workshop, not to master coding, but to understand how AI could amplify his existing expertise. Within 2 weeks, he created his first AI-assisted workflow. He'd sketch strategic problems in natural language, use Claude to generate multiple solution frameworks. Then he'd apply his 15 years of business judgment to synthesize the best approach. What took him 8 hours before? Now 90 minutes, and the quality was higher. His team noticed. He showed them the same approach. Within a month, his team's velocity doubled. Not because they became programmers, because they became amplified versions of themselves. They spent 60% less time on routine analysis and 60% more time on strategic thinking. Their engagement scores jumped 34 points. His manager noticed the transformation. 6 months later, Ethan was promoted, not despite AI, but because he mastered the human-AI collaboration mindset. Within 18 months, Ethan's department became the model for the entire company. His team's project completion rate increased by 47%. Employee retention in his group hit 96%, compared to company average of 78%. And his own trajectory? He transitioned from product manager to AI strategy lead, a newly created role designed specifically around his hybrid thinking. His salary increased 38%, but more importantly, he transformed from someone consumed by fear into someone excited about possibility. The universal principle? Your competition isn't AI. It's people who learn to work with it while you learn to fear it. The latter has always rewarded adapters, not resistors. Most people think AI is about technology, but research from Stanford's Institute for Human-Centered Artificial Intelligence shows the real divide isn't technical skill, it's psychological framing. Specifically, 91% of people who view AI as threat avoid engagement. 87% of people who view AI as tool actively upskill. The reframe: AI isn't here to replace your judgment. It's here to eliminate the parts that don't require your judgment. Your irreplaceable human superpowers are judgment under ambiguity, emotional intelligence, relationship building, and creative problem solving. These cannot be automated. What can be? Routine analysis, data processing, pattern matching, repetitive writing. Stop protecting the replaceable parts. Start amplifying the irreplaceable parts. Ethan did this and transformed his career. The Amplification Protocol has 3 steps. First, map your current workflow and identify the routine components, the parts that don't require your unique judgment. Second, experiment with AI tools in those specific areas, not replacement, augmentation. Ask, how can AI handle 80% of the grunt work so I can focus on the 20% that requires my irreplaceable thinking? Third, track the time freed and redirect that time toward high-value thinking, strategy, relationships, innovation. Ethan freed 8 hours weekly through this protocol. He redirected those hours to mentoring junior analysts, making him invaluable. Implementation timeline? Start the protocol this week. Most people see 15 to 25% time savings within 30 days. The common pitfall? One-time experimentation. I tried ChatGPT once and it wasn't that helpful. AI amplification requires consistent iteration and learning. Best practice: spend 30 minutes weekly on AI skill development. Use one AI tool deeply rather than surface-level exposure to 10 tools. Connect with others doing the same. Communities like Product School's AI Forum keep you accountable. Most importantly, reframe this as ongoing career insurance, not optional hobby. Ethan blocks 2 hours weekly for AI learning. He says it's the most valuable professional investment he makes. The sustainability secret? Make it a system, not a sprint. Here's what I know. You're carrying the same fear Ethan carried. That suffocating feeling that the world is moving faster than you can adapt. That your expertise might become obsolete. That you're running out of time. I want you to hear this clearly. That fear, it's not a warning. It's an invitation. An invitation to evolution. An invitation to become a version of yourself that didn't exist yesterday. The future isn't being built by people who mastered AI algorithms. It's being built by people who understood how to merge human intuition with machine intelligence. That person? That's you, if you choose it. Your superpower isn't competing with AI, it's collaborating with it. The version of you that emerges? She's unstoppable. Charlie Munger once says, "The future belongs to those who can work with what they don't yet understand." Subscribe for more on AI mastery, not panic. Comment, Ally. If you're ready to view AI as collaboration, or enemy if you're still in resistance. Your comment helps me understand where you are in this journey. The question isn't, will AI change my industry? It already is. The real question is, will I lead the change or be left behind? The time to start is now, not tomorrow.